Oh, you've got to be shitting me right now. Oh no. Everybody, welcome back. Falcon, this war of mine. We're looking at day number 2 over here of what should be the actual full official release by now. So, let's see here. We have a few things that we got in today's, or last night's scavenge, I should say. We have to finish up this, whatever we're doing over here. I forgot what that was. But before we complete that, let me make sure that we're not using up some really important component in order to make the hatchet, because that is our big priority right now. So we have Bruno, who's hungry and tired. Katya is hungry, slightly sick, but she's recovering. Oh, she's recovering on her own. Interesting. So I might not have to, give her some medicine after all. Let me hold off on the medicine before we do anything too crazy here. So, we have a few things we need to do here. Number 1, we have the shovel, right? And we have the crowbar. Let's have you pop this open over here. And let's have you pop this open over here. And, let's see here. What were we building over here? Was this the shovel? Oh, you know what? That was actually the shovel that I was actually trying to finish, right? Interesting. Now, because, Katya is recovering, is that because she's sleeping? She's just recovering? If so, this is kind of really interesting. Yeah, I know you haven't slept, but, I just need you to open this up, my friend. If you don't mind. So yeah, let's open this up. There you go. And then we might have to finish that shovel after all then. So yeah, I mean, we're gonna need the shovel because in the cottage that we checked out last episode, we did need a shovel to get through the lock cabinet that was in there. We didn't necessarily need it, but it would make the scavenging a lot faster. We have some more medication here. Alrighty, good. Let's see, our crowbar's doing alright. We have 12 wood. Don't we always? And we have 15 component parts, huh? Alrighty, well, I am going to commit right now to the shovel. I'm not sure if it's a good idea or not. I just hope that we have enough to upgrade the shop after all. No, we're not. We're going to need 15 component parts and 3 more wood. So, I mean, either way, we're going to be able to make it even if we didn't build the shovel, I'm pretty sure. So, we're gonna have to come back to the first house that we checked out, grab the components and the wood that we need, and then be able to make our upgrade here to make our hatchet. That's okay. I don't think we necessarily need the hatchet just yet. It's just nice to have it early on. So, now that we've done that, let's have you come over here and work on this stockpile or debris pile over here. And we never opened this up, right? That's where the medicine... Oh, the medicine's over here. Alrighty, well, whatever. So, Pavel, you're hungry and tired. You're recovering, right? Let me have you... Oh, so the moment you get her out of bed, she stops recovering. I getcha. I getcha. So you know what? Here's what we're gonna do. I am just gonna have you come over here and pop some of the regular meds. And I'm gonna have Pavel come over here and rest because he's gonna be our scavenger for the night once more time. Once more time. Once more time. We gonna celebrate. Whatever. People don't like it when I sing, apparently. I have a bad voice. Who would even say that about my singing voice? Is really rude. Number 1, because I like to sing to myself when I'm showering. Alrighty. You, Bruno, pop this open, and then let's find out what's in this last cabinet over here. You already had the medication, so you're going to be on meds, so you're good. And I'm going to have Pavel over here hungry and tired. Don't worry, my friend. You'll get your rest really soon. Bruno, what do you have for me here, my friend? What are you going to find here? You are going to find... Alrighty, good. Bandages are always good. Sugar cubes and a few books. Alrighty, so... The shovel seems to kind of degrade really fast. After 1 use, it's almost down to halfway, so we probably have 3 uses before it breaks. We already used 1, so probably 2 more. Now, let's think about making ourselves a kitchen here. Not a kitchen, but a stove. Just because we do have a lot of food over here. Is this wine? That looks like a little cup of wine. Interesting. Mind you, doing this is going to actually put us down pretty low in terms of upgrading the workshop yet again, but is it worth it? I would probably say so. Rainwater collector is also something I kind of want to invest this time around because, you know, we need water to make the moonshine and to also cook. So, it's something that's kind of really important. The radio, kind of important as well, just for listening to music, make us a little bit happier, and also, now that we have the official version, there's probably actual updates on the radio that are kind of really important to know. It requires 7 component parts though, huh? Interesting. Alrighty. Well, we're gonna keep that in the back burner for now. Fruit stove. Oof. So if we make the stove, we can't make the radio. 10 out of 15, 5 out of 12, 7 out... Yeah, we don't have enough. So it's one or the other. And I'm thinking that we do the crude stove first for food. So let's make this, and we're gonna make this over here by the fridge. Makes sense to me. Now, if you would, you know, just run over to make it faster, that would be really appreciative. Thank you. Alrighty. So, other than that, now we're just kind of playing the waiting game more than likely. We're waiting till Pavel is rested up. We have to feed a few people, and then Bruno is over here just kind of hanging out, having a good time. Must be nice, Bruno. Get your ass down here for now. Alrighty. So he's the cook anyway, so we have to have Bruno cook. So he might as well be down here anyway. Alrighty, so that's done with. Katya, you could just, you know, just have a seat. So just take a little seat right there. Now, Bruno, you're gonna come over here. You're hungry and tired. We'll try to get you some rest really soon, too. Alrighty, so, what should I make? Oh, oh, god damn it, we don't have any fuel. Alright, let's try to make some fuel then really quickly. No, let's not use that. We'll use the books to make some fuel, so 3 seems pretty good to me. Gotta make sure that we make this in time to cook food and get everybody fed. This is gonna go up to 8 o'clock before it is time over for us. It seems to run a bit faster than usual, doesn't it? Or maybe I'm just kind of paying attention to it for once and realizing how fast it actually clocks down on you. Alrighty, so Pavel is now rested and we have opportunity to make food here, and we'll probably make 1 of 6, 1 of 2, 5. We don't have enough water to make 4 meals. Interesting. Or enough fuel, honestly. Alrighty. So we can make 2 of these. But then that's gotta be kind of the same almost, right? Isn't it leave me with 2 water and 1 fuel? And this leaves me with what? 3 water and 1 fuel. Oh, okay. So this is actually the better payoff just for a little bit more water, but it's kind of really negligent. The difference anyway. But yeah, let's go ahead and make this. We're gonna need a bit more fuel and more water. So the rainwater collector could, after all, be slightly really good for us after all, so we'll keep that in mind. You come over here for now. Bruno, the moment you're done, I'm gonna have you come and rest here. You're hungry? Let me just have you rest for now. I'm gonna feed you till you're very hungry. You are going to... No, I'm not even gonna feed you right now. Hungry. I'm gonna just feed her because she's sick. Maybe, you know, just keeping a full stomach will probably expedite the healing factor a bit faster, so... Hopefully that's how it works. I mean, that's how it works in my head anyway. Pavel. Let's see. Come over here and find out how much we need in order to upgrade this for the next night. Alrighty, so if we want to upgrade this, we're looking at 25 components and at least 8 more wood to make this happen. Alrighty, so 25 components, 8 wood. Boy, oh boy, that's going to be a lot. Now, over here we're looking at if we want to make the rain collector. Yeah, a lot more components and fuel. Yeah, okay. So, a lot of components. 10 for this, and then we need 25 for the upgrade. So 25 and 8 wood is what we said over here, right? Alrighty. So not everybody's going to get enough rest for this one, so we're going to have Bruno just sleep for this time around. Katya, you're going to be guard, and then Pavel, you're going to go out and scavenge again, and we're going to go back to the abandoned cottage because we have a lot of good stuff there we need to still acquire anyway. The supermarket is now new, and so is the shelled school, so we have a few more areas to check out for the next night more than likely. Let's go ahead and prepare, right? We're good to go? I would say so. Alrighty, so we're gonna take... I wish we had a lockpick, just so that I don't have to carry the crowbar after we open this stuff up, because again, we're kind of really limited in space. Now, here's my real question. Can I afford to move the debris pile without taking the shovel? Or should I take the shovel? Man, that's a tough one. That's a really, really tough one. Because it's an extra spot that we could be using for another item, is my really big question here. Or my concern, anyway. I'm gonna go with just a crowbar. It sounds like a bad idea, I'm aware. Alrighty, so, let's just have you dash all the way over here for now. Again, I'm banking on the fact that there's gonna be nobody here left over, or no new people over here. So what I'm gonna do, just to kind of expedite this, because this is gonna be a little bit slow, I'm gonna cut off for a second, and I'm gonna cut back in once this debris pile is cleaned out over here. Alrighty, so cutting back over here, just to give you an idea, this took roughly 2 hours to clean this whole up, from the run, from the start over here, and then just cleaning up with our hands, so it only took 2 hours. I don't think it's really a bad trade. I think we made the right choice not bringing the shovel, just for the extra, item slot that we kind of freed up here. So, if you want to bring the shovel, probably a good idea if you're doing it like in a really risky situation where it's like a one-shot type of thing, but if you could come back with, not really too worried about time or any sort of danger around you, it seems that you could have just done it without the shovel, so I'm happy about that. Jewelry, some bullets, and cigarettes, and another bandage, which is really good. So, we got everything over here, we're done. Now we just come over here and just take the important stuff, because everything else has already been cleaned out. We moved all the... Where is my stockpile of shit? Oh, you've got to be shitting me right now. Oh, no. Are you guys seeing this? Do you guys realize what just happened here? My stockpile of stuff is gone. So, you can't stock things anymore? I'm not sure if you can't stock them, or if, what just happened was that, there's a possibility of somebody coming and looting the shit that you had yourself stocked up over here. Oh my lord, that was so many components and really important stuff, though. The old gun, I left the old gun behind too, didn't I? The broken gun. Oh boy, so that's definitely new. Ah, oh, dude, come on. Yeah, it's not there, I left it right here. Oh, that's a fucking pain in the dick right there. Alrighty, so hey, we learned, right? Don't move stuff into one stockpile anymore. That doesn't really apply. If you're gonna... I wonder if that only happens if you move everything to one stockpile. I mean, what happens if you go through one stockpile and you don't want to take everything there? You just take a few items from one stockpile, another one. If you come back the next day, is that stockpile deemed, oh, he already messed around with it, so let's remove it? That's really interesting. That's the questions that we gotta ask right now. Ah, that sucks so bad. Dude, alrighty, well this was a bad night then. I'm not really happy about this, to be honest with you. It's not a feature that I'm too excited about. Again, I'm not sure if this is just like... if it's now being done this way by the developers specifically. We were rated as well. So I'm not sure if that was done specifically to avoid that little tactic where you move everything in one stockpile, come back the next day and do it easily, or if it's just kind of like a random factor where you have a possibility of somebody coming behind you and scavenging the same place that you have. Oh, that sucks so bad. We've been raided. Pavel has been searching for supplies already. Someone tried to rob us. They didn't seem very determined, so they didn't do much harm. We had some weapons, but not enough for everyone. Katya was wounded, but the attackers didn't steal anything. We were able to defend ourselves, so Katya got wounded. That's no good, because she's already sick, right? Slightly wounded, but she's no longer sick, which is fine. Alrighty, so Katya, do we want to give you a bandage already? I don't think so, right? I mean, you're still fine. Yeah, I'm not gonna give you any bandages just yet, especially after that shit that went down. So let's consider this really carefully here. Pavel, let me have you come over here and see about trying to upgrade this. It's not gonna happen more than likely, but you know, let me have her get some rest meanwhile. Yeah, see, we're way below components needed, and way below wood needed as well. Oh, dude. Alrighty, well, so much for using tactic, huh? That tactic does not work anymore. Alrighty, well, that puts us in quite the predicament now. So Katya, you come over here and get some rest. Bruno, let's have you move over here. I don't think we could build anything today. Yeah, I don't think we could build a goddamn thing. We could actually make a few more fuel, which is kind of important, so let's make this meanwhile. But everything else, we're kind of fucked on. Let's see, anything over here? I can make a lockpick, but you know, what for at this point? I can make the knife. I guess we should probably make... Oh, no, here's the thing. I need the weapon parts to make the hatchet. Assuming I ever have the chance to make the hatchet now. Boy, oh boy. I'm not too thrilled about just what went down right there. Yeah, so we can't make a goddamn thing. Alrighty. Well, that's something to consider. Now, let me see here. She's recovering from her wound just by sleeping. Alrighty, so that's at least an upside. We gotta keep an eye on the tired meter though, because once this moves, I have to get her out of bed so that Pavel could get his rest too. Who's hungry still. At least not very hungry, he's just hungry. Let me have Bruno come over here and cook something meanwhile, because I do believe we have that option now. Now, out of curiosity, I don't see the option to cook here anymore, just to feed. So are these like a one type of... we can't stock these meals anymore either? Is that what you're telling me? I get the feeling that's what's happening here. I'm not too excited about that. Because, you know, before we could actually cook and, you know, stock like these meals for quite a while. Oh, dude, that sucks so bad. Alright, we have the trader over here. Unfortunately, Katya is, still recovering. I'm gonna have to wake you up, Katya, because you are a bargainer after all. Let's see if we can kind of turn our luck around with doing some fancy trades over here. I'm not gonna hold my breath about it, but dude, this is really, really upsetting. So what have we learned so far? We have learned, number one, you can't do the move everything to one stockpile thing anymore. And number two, you can't make multiple meals and just save them. Basically, you cook a meal, you have to eat those 2 meals then and there until you could cook again. Unless you make other stoves, maybe that way if you make it like a separate stove, you can kind of do it then, but that requires so many more extra components, so goddamn. Alrighty. Well, let's see here. What does this guy have over here for sale? Speaking of which, I don't even have the coffee beans, did I? Did I bring those with me? I didn't? Oh my god damn. Alrighty, I already feel like restarting this because having this in our knowledge now really makes a world difference. Alrighty, so let's see about trading here. I might want to hold on to this for trading purposes, but we do have a few jewelry items here, right? So we could probably toss these 2 bad boys in here. And let's see. I could buy these weapon parts off of this man and then make our knife. That could be useful. The other thing is we could probably even buy the wood and the components that we do need right now. Doesn't seem like a really good, I guess, use of our items, but it's going to actually kind of make up for how we were fucked with the components from the last scavenge area. But again, food is also really important. Oh my lord. Alrighty. Water is also something we kind of require as well. So let me see about getting some components off of them first. Again, I'm not too crazy about doing this, but considering how we got shafted just now, we kind of have to make this happen. Let me grab a bit of water too, just to cook some meals. It won't do try harder, okay. Let me... How much water can we stock here? 10. Okay, let me remove this shit here. Alrighty, he needs a bit more items to make this happen, so we could definitely make this happen. I'll give you a bullet, maybe 2. Alrighty, so 2 bullets and the jewelry will make this happen. But again, I would like some more components as well. So, let's do this, and with what little is left over, do we want 2, or do we just want wood? We're gonna need wood as well, though, aren't we? Alright, so let's see about making this a trade happen. I really hate having to trade this off for this, but it seems kind of needed at this point. I got the cigarette, too. So let's get rid of the cigarette and this over here. We're kind of close to making it happen, I'm pretty sure. Let me give him some herbs. There we go. That'll do it. I'm not too crazy about this deal, but again, I think we need to make up for all the components that we lost, so let's make this deal happen. Let me tell him no, close the door off over here, and that's it, my friend. I got fucked, but you know, it is a survival game after all, so it will happen. So Bruno, let me have actual Pavel eat here. Bruno, you'll cook afterwards because we should have a bit of extra items now to cook a few more meals. So again, we got to make sure that when we make this food, somebody's hungry there and there. There you go, see? The meal thing is gone now, and now we have to plate in the upgrade area here. Speaking of the upgrade, I've never tried upgrading this before, have I? A more efficient stove allows us to prepare cooked food more efficiently, saving fuel. Interesting. We almost have the wood to make this happen, but I don't think it's kind of really needed right now. So instead, Pavel, come over here and see about getting the upgrade to that. I don't think we're going to have enough. I'm pretty sure we're not, but I'm hopeful. Yeah, we're missing 1 component part and 6 wood for the upgrade. Alrighty, well, that's possible to be done. Now, Bruno, you're hungry and so is she, right? Yes, okay. Meaning, if we come over here, I could make some meals for both of you guys, but then we're going to be, again, pretty low on fuel. Is this worth it to feed both of you guys, or should I just wait till you're very hungry? I'm going to probably wait. I will wait for another day to actually feed you guys. Alrighty, so let me see, what can I make now? I can still make this, but again, we need these 5 parts for the hatchet. Alrighty, and then over here, what do we have? Here we just, can make another bed. Make more fuel if we need it. I don't want to use the little wood that we have for that, though. The rainwater collector could be really important, too, but fuck, 15 components. Oh, boy, you're shitting me right now. I almost feel like making this, 7 out of 29 isn't too bad. I mean, we're still going to need a hefty amount of components to make more stuff, but I don't think this is too much of a trade-off, so yeah, you know what? Let's actually make this already. And we're going to place this, I don't know, somewhere over here by the bed, so that when you're sleeping, you could probably listen to some tunes and, probably relax a bit more better. Alrighty, so having done that, what do we require for the next scavenge? Components and wood. I think we need 6 wood, I said, and we're gonna need probably maybe 10 components now. Let's see, how is Katya doing? She's already no longer tired, so I'm gonna have to get you out of bed for that one. Pavel, you come over here and get some rest, my friend. And we'll check out the radio right now. Let me just check on Bruno, and let's see what the upgrade that we need is over here. We're gonna need 8 component parts and 6 wood, at the very least for the next scavenge. Alright, good to know. Now Katya, come over here. Mess around with this, and tuning. Alrighty. Let's see if we find some new news things here now with the update. The rebel leader is instructed us to warn the listeners not to cross the front line. Failure to comply could result in death. Despite desperate counterattacks by the rebels trying to lift the siege of Pegaron, the city remains cut off. Government forces do not allow any aid to reach the city, claiming it would end up in rebel hands. Alrighty. Anything else? Same thing. Much of the same. A little tuning over here. This is the other thing that we read. Now, where is our music? There you go. Some classical music playing just to kind of keep us cheerful for now. Alrighty, and that's about it. So, since we're done here, I just gotta wait for Pavel to get rested. There's nothing else for her to do. I'm going to cut off, and we will take over in Night 3. Actually, you know what? We should probably do that next episode, I would say, right? Yeah, we'll do that next episode. So, hopefully you guys enjoyed it. We learned something really important, that we can't do the move stuff from one area to another thing anymore. That's no longer compatible. You can't make extra meals now anymore, so those are things that we're going to have to kind of really adapt to, because that's what kind of helped me survive the first time around. But I guess the developers thought it was a little bit too easy for us, so, you know, let's just up the ante here a little bit, right? Hopefully you guys enjoyed it. If you did, I encourage you to leave a thumbs up, leave a like. The support does mean a lot. And we'll see if we can recover from this unfortunate thing that happened. I will catch you next time.